can make you my queen and make love you endless. That's insane the way it ain't growing, money keep going. Hustle moving fast, so I'm still going.
Alright, that was, I think it was Give Me Everything Tonight by Pitbull and somebody else. But, this video is going to be about music, and the main thing that I want to talk about is Fall Out Boy, because they are my favorite band right now, because they just came back, and I'm so happy. But if you've heard their old songs, you know, I think you'll, and if you haven't heard these ones, I think you'd like them. I am going to go by their album. It's called Say Rock and Roll. It's their new album that they just came out with. But yeah, you probably have heard them on like the radio, the 107.7. Their Light 'Em Up, which I don't want to talk about because it's way overplayed and I don't like it. I'm sorry, I'm moving around so much. I'm trying to get my cover over me because it's freezing. But yeah, the first song on the album is The Phoenix, and that's a really good song. I liked it. I didn't like it at first, but I like it now because I think it's because, you know, I've listened to it more often. My favorite lyric from it is I'm gonna change you. I'm gonna change you like a remix and raise you like a phoenix. And I don't know why it's my favorite. It spoke to me more. Like, I think probably because it's the chorus, but you know, most of these are the chorus because they just speak to you kind of more, you know. But yeah, that is my favorite one, or not, that's my favorite lyric of the song. The next song is my song Know What You Did in the Dark, also known as Light 'Em Up. I don't want to talk about that one like I said earlier. The next one is number 3 is Alone Together, and my favorite lyric in it is let's be alone together, we could stay young forever. And I think it's saying that if while you're together, so you can like be together, you know, be yourself, you're seeing the young person in them no matter how old they get. You're seeing their old them with the new them. That's what I got out of that, and it's my favorite lyric probably because it's the chorus again. Number 4 was Just When Yesterday, and is one of my really, really favorite songs, probably one of my top 2. It says, my favorite lyric of it, and this is the only thing that I like about it, is if heaven's grief brings hell's rain, then I trade all my tomorrows for just one yesterday. And what I think they're trying to say is that since heaven's grief and, you know, their anger brings hell's rain, it's saying that he'd trade all his tomorrows for just one yesterday to go back in time and change whatever happened. And I think it's a good thing to say in that song because it actually is a really good song, and it makes me think, you know, what if I did that to change everything that I've done wrong, to know that I'm not, you know, a bad person. That's what I consider it. But I mean, I know I'm not a bad person. It's just, okay. The next one is The Mighty Fall, which I didn't have anything I couldn't find anything really in that song. It has Big Sean in it, which he's a rapper. I guess my favorite line from it is, hell yeah, I'm a dick girl addicted to you. And that's saying, you know, I'm guessing the girl called him a dick or whatever, and he said, yeah, addicted to you, like it, you know. The next one is Missing You, and this one is not that long. It's not as long as the other one. Some of them are really long. But this one is I miss missing you now and then, that's part of it. And, you know, it's just saying, that's the chorus, and I like it. My favorite part of that song is the person that you take a bullet for is behind the trigger. Or I think it says sometimes before that in the song. But I don't know how to explain it, because, like, it's just saying someone that you could trust so much. Like, you could give your life to them, and you sit there, and if they were about to get shot out or stabbed or something, you take your life for them. But sometimes that person is going to backstab you, and he is going to be the one that is trying to hurt you. You know? So that's what makes me happy. This next one is kind of long. It's Where Did the Party Go? Sorry, I was reading Girls. All the boys are smoking Mentos, girls are getting back rubs. I would drift to you if you make me shake fast enough. My old ex become new again. My old friends become exes again. And I guess it's saying that he got, for the last part, I guess it's saying that, you know, he got drunk and he lost his friends, and it's just the first part, the boys and girls kind of changing, you know. The next one is Death Valley, and my favorite line was, "But we are alive here in Death Valley, but don't take love off the table yet." And I guess it's just kind of saying, you know, don't, just because we're here, don't try to wreck it. You know, whatever you have, you don't mess it up. That's what I think. I'm sorry, I'm staring that way. That's where my picture is. The next one is Young Volcanoes, and my favorite line was, "We are wild, we are like young volcanoes, we are wild, Americana Exotica. Do you want to feel a little beautiful baby?" And I don't know what it means to me, and I don't even know what they're trying to say, but I think it's a really good thing to say, because do you want to feel a little beautiful? He's trying to say, I can make you feel that way. I could be there for you. I could be the one. And that song did get a lot of hate for them because of the video. It has some nudity in it, and they messed up on that one. But the next one is Rat-a-Tat, which this one is really long because it was one of my favorites. Okay, it says, the first part is, I have to read it all because it didn't make sense until I read it. It says, my favorite line of it is, "Remember me as I was, not as I am." And I guess it's saying, they were more, they spoke more to littler kids, you know, than teenagers stepped in, and it's just saying, remember him then than he is now doing the stuff that he's doing. And then the chorus is, "Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat-tat, hey, if my love is a weapon, there's no second guessing when I say, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat-tat, hey, if my heart is a grenade, you pull the pin and say, we're all fighting growing old, we're all fighting growing old in the hopes of a few minutes more to get on St. Peter's list, but you need to lower your standards because it's never getting any better than this." And that's just a chorus, and I thought it was good because they're saying it's just, the last part is kind of saying, you know, just because you have high standards doesn't mean you can't let the person that has lower standards than you be with you, because I think that's pointless if, you know, you're pretty much fighting love when you do that. The next song is Save Rock and Roll, and that is my all-time favorite song ever by Fall Out Boy. The chorus is, you are what you love, not who loves you. In a world full of the word yes, which that part means, you know, too many kids are saying yes to peer pressure. He goes, in a world full of the word yes, I'm here to scream no, no, wherever I go. And it's just a repeat. Trouble seems to follow. We're saying, even though he's saying no, all the trouble is following him, just like if you would have said yes to the peer pressure, is saying, you know, you could have stopped it the first time without having to say yes. And then he goes, I only plugged in to save rock and roll. I will defend the earth. I only plugged in to save rock and roll, which is one of my favorite parts of the song. Not my favorite, but it's one of them, because it's saying, because, you know, more music is rap and country and hip-hop now, that, you know, not as many people are realizing that there are good music out there besides that stuff that is really inspirational and could really help you. And a lot of people do have different tastes, and that's not, sorry, how everybody feels. but it is how I feel, and I think it's good that they, you know, came back into the band. And he says, I only plugged in to save rock and roll because they stopped making music for a little bit. If you did know them, they did stop making music for a little bit after, I guess they might have gotten in a fight, I don't know, but that's what happened. And then, you know, trying to save rock and roll because rock and roll isn't big anymore, and now it is because I'm in love with them. The next, sorry, I'm spacing out so much. My favorite part is I will defend the faith, going down swinging. I will save the songs that we can't stop singing. And where he says I will defend the faith, going down swinging was part of a song. Sugar, we're going down swinging. That's a really good song. And he's just saying, in the next line where he says I will save the songs that we can't stop singing, he's kind of saying, you know, he's gonna save all the old Fall Out Boy songs with these ones to help with everything. And honestly, this song is so inspirational, and it's just saying amazing things that most people won't realize, and I think more people should be listening to it than what there is, because I'm sure there's not a lot, but there are so many views. But I mean, they're so amazing, and I don't know what I would do without Fall Out Boy. I used to listen to the old songs like every day. But this one is so inspirational. It makes me happy to think, you know, maybe some other people don't exactly think, but they know that it's not always bad. Okay? But yeah, that's it. And my favorite song right now isn't a Fall Out Boy song. It is Bruno Mars' Treasure, which is not exactly an inspirational song, but I think I just like it. It's a really good song, and it's funny. But honestly, you guys really should at least try to listen to some of their songs, because I think some of you will like them, because they're really good and they're really inspirational. So yeah, that's it for this one. Bye.